Hi, I'm Michael Cornick, chef owner of MK Restaurant in Chicago, and today we're going to cook with the Gordal olive and make a stuffed olive with Sobrasada, a smooth spreadable chorizo from Majorca, and we're going to transform the humble olive into a really beautiful gourmet delight that you can impress your friends as an hors d'oeuvre or just as a bite before you sit down to eat. And it's a relatively simple recipe that's really based on the fact that these olives are the perfect table olive. They come from an area that the soil is just right for growing olives. They have a long summer, short winter, and we always get a perfectly ripe table olive from Spain. So I'm going to start by taking the Sobrasada, which I've put into a piping bag. And you can do this without a piping bag by hand, but it's a little bit easier and a little bit neater here. And I just squeeze the Sobrasada into the olive and then finish it off. And it almost looks like a pimento stuffed olive might look. And once you get those stuffed, and you can do this a day before or whenever, the next step is to simply bread them. And this is a very simple breading procedure that calls for just flour, egg wash, which is just some beaten egg, and some breadcrumbs. And I'm using a little bit of a coarser breadcrumb called a Japanese breadcrumb or panko breadcrumb. It also requires a deep fryer. But if you don't feel like deep frying at home because of the mess, or you don't have a deep fryer, you can just simply serve these olives raw with the Sobrasada, and they're delicious. So we're going to bread these very simply by taking the olives and just placing them in a little bit of flour, just kind of shaking them around until they get lightly coated, and then dropping them into the egg wash. It's a real simple process. And then from the egg, that coating flour allows the egg to stick, and the egg allows the breadcrumbs to stick. So just spoon them into the breadcrumbs and lightly let them get coated. And I'm not really even looking for these to get coated, as heavily as maybe a fried piece of fish or fried chicken, because they don't need it. The olives taste great, and we're just having a little bit of crunch from the breadcrumbs. After they're breaded, we simply place them into a deep fryer. And this is a deep fryer that's at about 350 degrees. And we just let them fry till the olives are hot and the breading is crisp. So after a couple of minutes, you can see that they're nice and golden brown and crisp. And we just take them out of the fryer, gently drain them on a little bit of a paper towel, and they'll be ready to serve. So this has been a great success at MK. It's our lead item on our menu, stuffed Gordal olive with Sobrasada chorizo. And this is a dish that my wife and I discovered in Spain, and my wife tasted it and said, we have to have these on the menu at MK. And we got back from our trip and created the recipe, and they've been on ever since. Simple to make, simple to eat, and delicious, and my favorite dish at MK. Enjoy.